Start the stream is cough. God damn it. Okay. Ohanyogozainah, everybody. This is Hannah Rite, your favorite Virtual Lavender Idol from Akibaland. It is so nice to meet everybody today. Whew. That was definitely a week. Well, not a week, but like, I didn't expect to have a long break. This break was completely unplanned. Like, during spring, I was just like, okay, I could take a short break for a while. Everything's all good. Everything's okay. And then all of a sudden, I get hit with a really bad cold. Yeah, I really do be like that. Mario, what is the context for that? Why are you just writing Mario in my chat? We're not playing a Mario game this stream. We're just chatting while I'm playing Bejeweled. Though I will say, for right now, we're only playing. We're only playing. Hold on. We're only playing Bejeweled, the second Bejeweled. Because we're only playing the second Bejeweled because I tried streaming Bejeweled 3 on Discord to my friends and it just would not want to stream. The game is a bit too loud. Okay, let me... All good. Let me just adjust the volume of this real quick. I mean, you could have at least said that instead of just Mario. Okay. Here we go. All right. This should be good. Okay. One. All right, how's this? Is this okay? Though please make sure that next time this happens, if I end up playing the game a little too loudly to the point where it overpowers my voice, please at the very least say the game is being too loud so I can go and lower the volume. Please do not be vague about it. Otherwise, I would have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I might have to edit the rules too, to make sure that this says that. All right, awesome. Sounds good. Okay. Anyways, so as I was saying, I initially had my first break in I initially had my first break in March of this year. And like that was my first planned break, but I didn't expect myself to have an unplanned break, especially since I was having a lot of fun streaming. And I did end up having an unplanned break because I got sick. I was sniffling everywhere, and I just thought I was super tired at the moment, but no, I was just really sick. And I hate being sick too. Like, I want to continue doing my idol activities. I don't want to lay in bed crying. But anyways, everything's all good. Everything's all good. Sorry. Everything's all good. I'm feeling better now. I was able to rest up well, and my illness went away in a jiffy. Additionally, if you saw my channel, if you saw like everyone, god damn it. Oh yeah, like if you did see my my videos page, you would see that there's like this premiere for another cover music video. Yeah, yeah, there's gonna be a new cover music video coming soon on the 25th.
Excellent.
I worked long and hard on this cover, and I really hope that you guys will be able to enjoy it. If you don't make it to the premiere, the video will always stay there so that you can watch it anytime you want. This is the point where I try to figure out what my next move would be. Glad you're feeling better. Meanwhile, look at me. A red cap with an M just grew on my head. Should I call a doctor? Oh, no. I think you might be developing Marioitis. You should probably get that checked. Alright! Yo, base! Epic, epic, epic. Okay.
No more moves.
And there it is. There's the no more moves.
Go.
All right. I will say though, I did have quite a bit of fun, over the last few days. Like, my college had a party, a few weeks ago.
Level complete.
My college had a party a few weeks ago. It was fun. I attended it and had a ton of fun while doing so. And do you think that these shapes were discarded from the triangle factory? Oh my god, that's so funny. I feel like they were. Well, I don't know about the triangle factory, but the diamond factory, probably. I remember, yo. So I will say this. During the party, I played Bejeweled in the middle of it. Because I was waiting on, like, when they started to open up presents, because it was, like, they weren't presents for me. It's nowhere near my birthday right now, but it was specifically for the college. But while I was waiting for the presents to be opened, I was playing a lot of Bejeweled, and I was playing a lot of Bejeweled. I was playing some Bejeweled, and on my tablet, and somebody saw me play it, and they immediately recognized what I was playing. So I didn't expect to see someone that cultured while I was at college. I don't really talk to many people while I'm at college. Usually I just go to my classes, do any homework if I feel like staying there for a little while longer, and then get out of there. That's really all that happens. Oh, wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, like the it's not that the people at my college are mean to me. Far from it. I don't know. I'm just a lot closer to people I met online than in real life. A green octagon in the hexagon factory. I've never seen such a thing. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shoot, you're right. It is an octagon. I never really thought about that. Like, we got a diamond, octagon, hexagon, triangle, square, diamond, square thing. Hello, welcome! I was just talking about my experiences in college. It's funny because so like my I recently found out that one of the kids I went to middle school with, now has a full-on husband and child. And I'm just and like, they have a full-on husband and child, and meanwhile I'm just sitting here role-playing as an anime girl, playing Bejeweled while talking to people online. Really do be like that. But then again, like any wise man says, it's not a waste of time if you enjoy doing it. What would you do if you ever got to membership status? Ooh, I never really thought about that, honestly. I don't even have monetizing enabled on my channel anymore. Like, I used to have monetizing enabled, but after like my after this big hiatus I did, I ended up, I don't have monetization on anymore. But if I end up getting back to monetization and I ended up getting like a membership status, oh man, I would definitely want to have like, various like members only streams where I do a lot of unhinged stuff. I want to do so many unhinged things in memberships. That's probably what I plan on doing. Either that or just a lot of like, or just a lot of membership Zatsudans. Either will work.
Excellent. Incredible.
I mean, whatever will get people interested. Am I right? I mean, I respect the grind as someone else who has a fair share of OC's roleplay as. Keep doing you. Yes! And you keep doing you as well. Hell yeah! You know what? One of my favorite things on the internet is hearing about other people's original characters. I love to know, like, what their backstory is. Like, what kind of things that your original character likes to do. Stuff like that. I have a friend who has his fair share of OCs, and he loves talking about them, and I just pull up a chair, grab some popcorn, and I'm just like, all right, explain your lore. Love it so much. Oh, let's go. Yes. Woo! I remember the first time I streamed this. Like, every time I got a hypercube, I would just start laughing like an anime villain. And like, that ended up having someone like make a... that ended up like having someone like make like a... What, like some fanfiction draft where like I enter my villain arc. It was so cool. It was so cool. Then you definitely get a kick or two if I were to subject you to OC Lorddom. Yes, that is awesome. Hell yeah. There's gonna be a new iteration of Boy-Boo, the magical boy anime, which is a prequel and it takes place in the Taisho era. Ooh, we're going back in time, huh? That's really cool. You know? Oh man, I remember I watched Boy-Boo when I was in high school, and I thought that the premise was really silly, and I loved it. I watched the entirety of the first season and the second season, but I didn't really get too much into the second season, though. The Hypercube is your special anime weapon. It's canon now. Hell yeah! Not only did I become an idol, but I also became a magical girl. Hannah Rite cover of Magical Cure Love Shot when. I do have plans on covering that song in the near future, though. Though, we're going back to the day of the prime of Mario and Sonic's beef with each other. Yes! I never really thought Mario and Sonic really had beef with each other. Cause like, I was a kid that really enjoyed playing the Mario and Sonic and Olympic Games franchise. So I would like, I always like imagine them to be like sworn buddies. Who was your favorite character in Boy-Boo? My favorite character was Yumoto. Oh yeah. Hold on. I kind of forgot some of the character names. Let me go. Oh god. let me go look them up real quick. Hey, Runner with the fanfic drop here. Yo, welcome to the stream. Yo. Okay. Anyways, on my why are there, what the hell? Sorry, I got distracted. Cause like I keep seeing, hold on, boy. Let me grab that. Okay. There we go. So you've never heard of the console wars of the 90s? I've heard of them. I just didn't really care. Because I thought that all consoles were cool in their own way. Okay. Okay, so my favorites in Boy-Boo were definitely Ryu and N. I was like, I was that sort of girly. I just needed to remember what their names were, because it's been like years since I last watched it. What did I miss? You didn't miss much. I'm just yapping. But I have heard of the console wars of the 90s. Oh, there was this one commercial where it was like, it was a Sega Genesis commercial. That was, I think, from what I remember, it was like, there was like this salesman like trying to sell the Super Nintendo, and like the kid was just like more interested in, the kid that was listening to the sales pitch. They were more interested in the Sega Genesis, and I felt so bad for the poor salesman because obviously it sounded like he was genuinely interested in the Super Nintendo, and he wanted to like recommend it to people, and like I felt so bad. I'm just like, oh no, if I was a kid in the 90s, I would have definitely bought the Super Nintendo. Oh man, cause like I never really was a Sonic kid growing up. I was more of a Mario kid. But, oh man, I felt so bad. Yes, they're base. They are so base. Oh, wowee! We already have two. Yes, we have two N's. N from Murder Drones and N from Pokemon. What can I say? I don't know. I hate when commercials taunt their competition. Makes me sympathetic towards that competition. I so totally agree, actually. I so agree. Like, oh man, you don't need to be mean to the competition. Like, just sell your own product. Though I will say, despite me having this opinion, I will, as being a Nintendo kid, like when I was a preteen, I will say that the Genesis Does When Nintendo commercial is so catchy. Sega does what Nintendo don't. I was more into Kirby, but yeah, Mario and Sonic are cool. Yes, Kirby is so cute. Kirby is so cute. I had this classmate in elementary school, and she was so obsessed with Kirby, and she would take her Game Boy. She would take her Game Boy to class, and she would just like show off what she was playing on the bus. Oh, heck yeah. Well, it was the 90s. Those were different times. And even if we in 2025, Sega sure does what Nintendo don't. I mean, they don't sell their games at overpriced. Like, oh man. Are we not doing $60 games anymore? Is that what we're doing, Nintendo? Are we not doing $60 games anymore? I mean, $60 was pretty reasonable for the games, and then I just see Mario Kart World, and I'm just like, oh, this is really fun. You can play as the cat. Why is it $80? I saw like the Nintendo Switch 2 price. It was about like $450. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's sort of a reasonable price for a console. I mean, not a Nintendo console, but yeah, it's sort of reasonable. And then I see the price of the games. I'm just like, so I guess we're going to that territory, aren't we? Gosh darn it. Who is that insulting? Just kidding. I don't know.
Level complete. Get ready.
Oh, okay, there we go. I figured it out. Everything's all good. Shell out $80 for the Bing Bing Wahoo man. You will Wahoo. Yes! Yes! Time to shell out $80. Like, okay, but I feel like if I were to buy Mario Kart World, I would, since I'm gonna be getting a Switch 2 at like the end of the month, somewhere around there, at the end of June specifically. I don't have any plans to get it on the release date. If I do get it on the release date, cool, but like, I don't really have any plans to get it on the release date. But I will, but if I do end up getting it, I'm going to be getting it, I'm going to specifically get it with the Mario Kart World bundle. Like, Sure, it'll be like, a couple of dollars more, but at the very least, I won't be getting Mario Kart World for $80 freaking dollars. I don't want to buy a new console. I'm gonna build my PS2 library instead. Yes! You go, dude! You go! Heck yeah! I always respect people who collect retro games. Those are the cool kinds of people, in my opinion. Well, as long as people aren't, like, super elitists about it, but that's only, like, a loud minority. Well, I don't even know if it's even a loud minority. I feel like it's just a minority who happens to be annoying. I don't plan to get the Switch 2 at all. I got a laptop. I mean, I have a gamer PC, and I still have a Switch. Have you ever made a Tokyo Mew Mew OC or a Shugo Kara OC? Oh, no, I didn't. I was more of the kind of person who would make pretty cure OCs, and I made a lot of them back in the day. I made a lot of them. I don't really remember half of their names, but I do remember I had to change one of their names because there was this canon Pretty Cure character that ended up sharing the same cure name as them, and I was like, oh shoot, I have to change that now. That's a pain. But yeah, it really was something. Yeah. Usually they be putting out a port of Stella Glow. The Mamma Mia Man company ain't getting my bucks. I mean, you don't have to buy anything from Nintendo if you don't want to. Like, this money is completely yours, and you can spend it on whatever the heck you want. But for Tokyo Mew Mew and Shugo Kara, I got nothing. I did read the entire manga of Shugo Kara, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Though I will say another magical girl franchise that I like other than Pretty Cure. I'm pretty sure most of y'all have never heard of it before. But the magical girl franchise I like other than Pretty Cure is Kaito Tenchi Twin Angel. The reason why I specifically said franchise and not anime is because it actually got its start as at some Pachi slot games. Yeah, it started off in casinos. Amazing. It did get a couple of anime adaptations though. It got an original video series in 2008, I think, somewhere around there, and a 12-episode anime series in 2011. And it even got a sequel season, a sequel series called Twin Angel Break in 2017. I tried watching Twin Angel Break, but it just wasn't really the same. I do wanna pick it back up someday. Maybe maybe after I'm done rewatching the original series, specifically the anime adaptation. Oh, it also has a visual novel too that you can actually purchase on Steam, and it's English translated too. So yeah, if you want a reason to get into Kaito Tenchi Twin Angel, I say either get the visual novel on Steam or watch the anime series. It's on Crunchyroll as well.
Excellent.
Last time I went to Vegas, my inner child told me to play the slot machines based on my favorite franchises. Yes! I have heard of that. Yes! Awesome! I'm not just yapping about my weird-ass your interests. Let's go! Wait a minute, didn't that anime get the infamous crappy challenge slot machine? I don't know what you're talking about. You might have to send that to me because it's specifically, cause like I said, it's based on the Patchy slot machine. Basically, it originated through Patchy slot machines. Basically, Patchy slot machines are different from regular slot machines, sort of, because they're more skill-based instead of luck-based like a typical slot machine would be. Basically, for a Patchy slot machine, for Apache slot machine, it stops when you press a button to make it stop. So you have to like time your presses to get a good win. So it's more skill based than it just stopping at a random number. I wish we had Apache slot machines in America. That would be really cool. Would you want to play it on stream? Yes, I would. I absolutely would play it on stream. I mean, if it means I can play more Magical Girl franchises, I absolutely would. I'd much rather go gambling in Tower Unite, right? Oh man, I remember I played Tower Unite with you, and I would absolutely like, I would spend a lot of time in the casino because it was just so fun. I feel like you'd be the ultimate magical girl if you were in Danganronpa. Oh my god. You know something that's funny? I did actually have a Danganronpa phase when I was in my late teens. And like, I would have considered myself to be the ultimate voice actress. Whew. I never would have expected I would bring back up my Danganronpa phase, but here we are. Hell yeah, let's go! Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you know? Also, lucky you, honestly. I literally have the next to no one to yap about Super Sentai or My Side 2. Oh, you know something that's funny. So I initially saw like various. So I don't really have too much of an interest in My Side myself, cause like I'm not really into like horror games or whatever. But I remember like when My Side exploded in popularity, I was just like so confused because like the only people I ever saw playing My Side were like VTubers streaming it, and I'm just like, wait, is everyone suddenly into VTubers now? Like, what's going on? Why did it explode? And then I found out the Markiplier played it, and I'm like, oh, that explains it. Makes sense. Honestly, with any game that ends up becoming really popular, honestly, I always check to see if Markiplier played it, because usually with various games, I often just see other VTubers playing it. I'm just like, is everyone suddenly into VTubers now? What's going on? You know, that sounds like a possible future collab. Just imagine a Tower Unite stream with your pals. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. Oh man, oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh, for the people in the chat right now, I'm just beyond excited for this week. I feel this is gonna be a great week for me, specifically on stream, cause this weekend alone, I'm going to be hosting a Hololive karaoke. I'm also going to be playing a Hollow Indie game,
Excellent.
which I'm really excited for, because it's probably my favorite Hollow Indie game. And also, I have a cover releasing on the 25th. Yahoo! And on Saturday, I'm going to be playing some games on my tablet. Hand cap moment! You guys are going to get a hand reveal. Yay! Actually, it exploded in popularity because we aren't there for the horror. We're only there for the hot woman. It's like how Doki Doki Literature Club exploded. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but like, it only made... Listen, it didn't make sense to me because I only saw VTubers playing it, and I'm just like, is everyone into VTubers now? What's going on? And then I looked on Markiplier's channel. It was just like, oh, he played it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. All right. I do like Hololive. I'm bitter they graduated Amelia and Mume though. I mean, it was their own choice to it was their own choice to leave the company, and I respect their decisions regardless. Yay, let's go! Let's go, fever time! VTubers mentioned, hot take, I'm happy that Gura is graduating. Quite a lot of... I'm just sad because, like, 2 VTubers I like ended up announcing that they were graduating on the same freaking week. And I'm just like, man! I can't have shit anymore! I'm kidding. Like, I still respected their decisions regardless. Let's go, Mario time. Yes! We always have the videos though. Yes! Absolutely! Hell yeah! They'll still be with us in spirit. They'll still be with us in spirit, so that's all that really matters. Am I sniffling again? God damn it. God dang it. God dang it! I promise I'm feeling better! I promise! I'm not sick anymore! I'm not sick anymore! Like, in the end, like, it was their decision to graduate, and we should respect that regardless. But anyways, what did you guys eat for lunch this morning? Well, not lunch, breakfast. I mean, if you could still remember. If you could still remember what you ate that time. Why did I just bring up lunch? I don't know. God dang it.
No more moves.
No! I'm gonna cry!
New high score.
But at the very least, I got my name up there. I ate the souls of the damned. I ate the souls of the damned and pizza rolls. Nope. Yo, that reminds me of this. That reminds me of this one like Vine where this guy is just like, yo, what do you want to eat? And then their thoughts were just like the souls of the innocent. A bagel! No! 2 bagels! So many vines just live rent-free in my head. And like, I still think about them every once in a while. Another bucket of doomed souls. It's 1 in the morning where I am. But what did you eat for breakfast? I don't know. What I ate for breakfast, I skipped breakfast. I went straight to lunch. And what I had for lunch is I had some chicken ramen noodles. I had a bag of Doritos, and I had some Nature Valley granola bars. That was what I had for lunch. I remember that Vine. Yes, I'm brain rotted by Vines. Like, Vines were the older Gen Z brain rot. They were the older Gen Z / millennial brain rot. Like, there are like a couple of like TikToks that like remind me of Vines, but like even then it feels like TikToks don't stick around nearly as much as Vines do.
Good. Excellent.
Whoa! Awesome sauce. Whoa! Whoa! That's awesome. I once used a Nature Valley bar to trick my teacher into thinking I ate a pencil. Oh my god, you are evil. You are evil. I love that. Speaking of, there was actually this one time, like back before anime was super mainstream, where Nature Valley ended up doing like an anime campaign for Nature Valley bars, and it was, at the time, it was some of the coolest crap I've ever seen. Cause like nowadays, like nowadays you can like see anime stuff like at like Walmart or Target or whatever like store chain is common in your country. Like this stuff is like normal now, but like back when I was a teenager, like anime wasn't like nearly as super mainstream as it was now. It might just be because I grew up in small towns and like and there aren't a lot of nerds who live in small towns. Like there aren't a lot of nerds in there aren't a lot of nerds that are in small towns. So like the only time I would ever see like anime merch like in a store was if I stepped my foot inside of a mall. There would be this one store that used to be a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing nowadays, but it was called FYE. And like every time me and my family would go to the mall, I would always stop by FYE to see if there's some cool new anime merch I could get.
Level complete.
The town's too small to contain nerds. Yes. Like the kids at my high school, there were only like 1 or 2 people other than me that were like super into anime. And like I can name a few things as to what all the kids were into. the girls specifically, they would all tie their hair in buns. They would all tie their hair in buns. Like, it was a popular hairstyle amongst the girls. They would all tie their hair in buns. They would listen to country music. They would watch Duck Dynasty. They would, what were some other popular things at my school? Like, me talking about this is not at all shaming them because, because it's cringe to shame other people for what they like. I was just talking about what the kids were into. What the kids in my high school were into. And I was the weird kid. I was the weird kid. And at least it wasn't Twin Tails, am I right? I mean, what's wrong with Twin Tails? I wouldn't have, I mean, I didn't really mind that the girls would all wear buns. That didn't really bother me. The worst that it made me feel was out of place because I never wore my hair in a bun. And trust me when I say this, I definitely felt very out of place in that school. I'm not gonna talk about too many of my high school experiences because I don't necessarily want to trauma dump on the passion nights. That is something I don't want to do. In school, it wasn't cool like Hannah Montana, but it was cool to, it wasn't cool to like Hannah Montana, of course, but it was cool to like High School Musical. I mean, what's wrong with Hannah Montana? It's, oh man, like I had some classmates in elementary who were like huge fans of High School Musical and Hannah Montana. But like, whoa, the fact that it was cool to like High School Musical. I mean, I enjoyed watching High School Musical when I did. I didn't like the parts where the girls kept screaming though. That hurt my ears. Reminds me of a time this month I went to McDonald's to have some dinner and I heard kids saying brain rot terms. I ignored them all because I didn't want to cause a scene. Did they say chicken jockey? Did they say chicken jockey? Considering the fact that the Minecraft movie is all the rage now, did they say chicken jockey? Speaking of, like, a part of me feels like theater etiquette is starting to go extinct. Cause, I remember when people loved the Jonas Brothers. Yes, the Jonas Brothers! Like, there are like these, like, I saw a video on my feed, on my TikTok feed, where it was someone complaining about, where was somebody, like, showing off, like, some about 13, 14-year-old Project Sekai fans just like screaming the characters' names. They were just screaming the characters' names, whenever they, like, appeared on screen. I didn't go to a typical middle school. Everyone hated the Jonas Brothers, even the girls. Oh. Why did they hate the Jonas Brothers, though? What did they do to them? Dude, I used to have, like, this really cringy phase. Where I hated One Direction. I hated, like, specifically in 8th grade. Also, speaking of the Minecraft movie, I had a dream where Jack Black appeared in my high school as a fisherman, and he was spouting Minecraft movie quotes. Everyone went, nice! Did he say chicken jockey? And did he say Flint and Steel and I am Steve? I am Steve. What is going on there? Ah. Oh. Oh yeah, that. I just saw your message, Jasper. The crappy yeah, no, that's not it. That is not it at all. That is not it at all. There aren't even any green magical girls in Twin Angel as far as I know. This is a crafting table. Yes. Hell yeah. Are we just quoting Minecraft movie now? I do want to see Minecraft movie though. He said the funniest. Yes! Let's go! Like, I want to go see the Minecraft movie in theaters, but I'm scared that I might get popcorn all over me. Because I've seen people, like, bring live chickens into the theater and then just abandon it. Like, don't do that. Like, does theater etiquette not exist anymore? I did see on my TikTok feed, like, a movie theater that was really respectful during the Minecraft movie, and, like, when Chicken Jockey started, when the Chicken Jockey quote was said, people just applauded. That's good. I feel like the loudest theater that I've been in, the loudest theater room that I've been in, like, when I would, like, go to the movies, was probably the theater for the movie 80 for Brady. Which, 80 for Brady's a really funny movie. I'll just say that. Like, even if you're not, like, a football person, I still definitely recommend watching it anyways, because it is hilarious. I remember the entire theater kept laughing so hard, and it was so funny. I'm in the guilty party. I screamed in joy for a cameo in Sonic Movie 3. It's all good. You're fine. At least you didn't throw popcorn. That's all that matters. Whoa! Whoa, what the heck? That was crazy. What is 80 for Brady? Basically, it's a movie. It's a movie about, like, these old ladies, like, going to the Super Bowl. Like, they ended up getting, like, a trip to the Super Bowl. But when they tried going, they ended up finding out that their tickets were fake and they got scammed. But they still ended up being able to go anyways, which was really nice. Like, despite the protagonists being old ladies, I thoroughly enjoyed it so much. I do definitely want to, like, rewatch it. I want to see if it's on YouTube Movies. I want Jack Black to say, this is the coin from Sonic. God damn it. Sonic doesn't even have coins. It has rings.
Excellent.
I think you might be mistaking it for a bit more Mario stuff. Honestly, if I was in the movie theater and people were making noise during the movie, I would either leave or shout, "Shut up." As you should. Like, cheering for Chicken Jockey, it's okay, but, like, I draw the line at throwing popcorn everywhere. And bringing in live chickens. And then abandoning it afterwards. I saw something called Las Vegas with some older comedic actors. Fun stuff. Nice.
Level complete. Get ready.
Nice. Hell yeah. Have you forgotten the Sonic tokens from Sonic R? I'm sorry for not knowing Sonic lore! I'm sorry for not knowing the obscure bits of the Sonic lore! At least nothing like this happened with Barbenheimer. Yes, Barbenheimer! I remember that trend. Barbenheimer reminded me a lot of like that one trend that happened like during the beginning of the pandemic where people would draw Isabelle with the Doomslayer because Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons had the same release date. So people would draw people would draw Isabelle with the Doomslayer, and it was those drawings were all really cute. But the important question is, did you guys, during the Barbenheimer trend, did you guys watch Oppenheimer or did you watch Barbie? I was a Barbie girly. But I want to know if you guys picked one or the other, or did you just go and watch both? That couldn't be me though. I couldn't sit through two movies at one time. I couldn't sit through two movies. Sit through two movies at once. My attention span could never. Did you get to see Barbenheimer? Yes, I saw the Barbenheimer memes. Yes. Cause like I said earlier, I actually watched the Barbie movie like the day it released. I've seen a player model on Tower Unite of Isabelle wearing the Doom Guy's outfit. That's so cute. Only watched Barbie. It was a family outing. Didn't want to watch Oppenheimer. Ah, I see. It's always nice whenever the internet decides to like make a crossover of like two things that released at the same time. It makes the autism tendencies in me happy. Even if like the things have like absolutely nothing in common with each other, it still makes me happy. Because I like this kind of stuff. I like strange crossovers, okay? This is the kind of stuff that I enjoy thoroughly. I watched Barbie and I liked it, even if it's flawed in terms of the story and characters and execution and theme. I'm still glad you enjoyed it nonetheless. Alright, I'll see you later, CK. Thank you for stopping by.
Level complete.
Whoa! Awesome! We all like our fair share of crossovers. I'm over here thinking that Sonic can theoretically fit in any story. Nice. Seeing Barbie get the blockbuster treatment was exciting. I like the movie too. I just loved how pink it was and the Ken thing was enjoyable. Yes! the thing involving Ken. Oh my god, I loved it so much. I remembered something actually. When I was like 14 years old, somewhere around there, I was I was like a chronically, not chronically, but like I would always go on like this one obscure website called Fan Pop. And basically, if you don't know what that is, it was basically like this like site where you could go and talk about your favorite like franchises and stuff like that. It's either Jewel or Bejeweled, yes. And I remember like these two polls that I made. Or one of the love interests, one of the potential love interests in a harem. And I basically said the same thing for that, but I switched up the roles for depending on like if it was for like the girlies or for the guys. So like for the girlies, I would say like, would you rather be the protagonist of a reverse harem or one of the love interests in a regular harem? Take a wild guess as to what the majority votes were for both of them. When I was a wee lad, I was on that brain pop. Yes! Hell yeah! Brain pop! I love seeing people talk about brain pop online. I remember seeing this one TikTok where someone drew like this crossover ship. It was just like this randomly generated crossover ship. And basically it was Hatsune Miku with Moby from Brain Pop. It was so funny, and it still lives in my head to this day. I'll need to find the TikTok sometime later. I'm wondering if you have watched High School DxD for the plot. Yes, I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch it all the way through, though. You know what's funny? So, I think I was in high school when I watched High School DxD. And like, Sonic the Hedgehog is a harem if you moon. God damn it. Like, I would, like when I watched it, like I didn't give a crap about any of the girls, and I just thought that the protagonist was attractive. Like, I don't anymore because I kind of grew up, but like, when I was in high school, I thought he was attractive. Sonic. All the dumb ships in anime can be easily solved by just inserting Mario as the real best girl. That way we won't have any more of those damn harems or love triangles. Yeah, you thought Issei was cute? Yes, I thought Issei was cute back then. And like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for like, the situations that he got into. I felt so bad. My waifu, you're gonna have to be specific. Oh man, yo, that actually reminds me. There was this one anime that I watched. It was called Baka and Test, but like I dropped it. I dropped it specifically because there was like a really abusive relationship in it. and it was played for laughs, and I just found that to be, it just made me really uncomfortable. Cause like I don't like when abusive relationships are played for laughs.
No more moves.
E6 Mario, oh my god, that's so funny.
New high score.
Baka Test Mention, I made a review of that anime. Oh, I see. I see, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Go.
Wasn't that the one where the main character chooses her abusive boyfriend over the woman who loves her back? No, that's Toradora. Well, not Toradora. As far as I know, there weren't any abusive guys in Baka and Test. It was more so like a guy who had an abusive girlfriend. But I don't know if like, but I'm not saying there aren't abusive guys in anime. I'm not saying that. I was more so saying I don't really remember anything like that in Baka and Test. But then again, I don't really remember too much about it because it's been like a few years since I last tried to rewatch it, and like I dropped it like immediately after seeing the abusive couple, and I was just like, oh yeah, so that's why I didn't finish it when I was in middle school. Oh yeah, I remember the show. I only remember the show for Hideyoshi. Oh my god. That's so funny. Hideyoshi was really funny. Like, I will give credit to Hideyoshi for like normalizing the idea of being non-binary. Even though he never identified as non-binary in the first place. He identified as male, but like even then. In a movie, if a man ties a woman to a bed, that man will get shot in the face by Bruce Willis. Damn. Oh man. Hideyoshi was very pretty. Yeah, he was cool. He was cool. He wasn't really my type back then, back when I was 14, but like he was still chill. If a man ties a woman to a bed, that man will get shot in the face by Bruce Willis. But if a woman ties a man to a bed, it's definitely a romantic comedy. Yeah, the double standards are crazy. But like, I really do not care. I really do not care about what couples do in the bedroom as long as everyone consents to it. Hideyoshi is unironically the best character. I like me a straight man or normal one in any cast of unhinged characters. Yes! Yes! I the normal one in an unhinged cast of characters. Okay, but did you watch Assassination Classroom? No, I did not. I never really gained too much of an interest in it, but the octopus teacher looked really funny.
Level complete.
I never really was too interested in Assassination Classroom. I never really was like a shonen person, like when I was into anime. Like, I was more of like a magical girl slash idol anime person. Oh my god. I watched a lot of idol anime back then. I watched a lot of idol anime. And oh man, I'm just remembering. Oh man, I'm just remembering so many things from back then, like about regarding my love for idol anime. It's just so epic, epic. Okay. Wow! Awesome sauce! Yay! Okay, but what did you think about Your Lie in April? I didn't watch Your Lie in April either. Like, give me any, like, super mainstream anime and chances are I probably haven't watched it. Cause I never really was into the super mainstream anime. Well, I don't know if, like, Your Lie in April would be considered super mainstream, but, like, it definitely was a big thing, like, back when I was a teenager. I watched a lot of Slice of Lives more than the Shonen Action Snooze Fest anime. Everyone's glazing. What does that say? Same here, dude! Same here! Like, I I'm more so interested in watching, like, the daily life of the anime characters over the same anime battle every now and then. I don't freaking know. Okay, Free or Yuri on Ice? I actually watched both. And like, I like both equally, but I will give props to Yuri on Ice for, having a, for having like proper LGBT representation. Mm-hmm. And like, oh man, the couple in Yuri on Ice is just so cute. I love it. Like, I am so much for, I am an absolute sucker for LGBT representation in anime. I like slice of life with fantasy elements. Ever watch Best Kobayashi Dragon Maid? I have! A little bit. I only watched like 2 episodes of it. Victory was adorable. Hey, yes! Yes! A great, great, great couple. Like, for real, everybody, everybody would be like, JJK, ungodly slavery. No! I remember seeing, like, some of like the memes regarding people thirsting over some of the JJK characters, and I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious, because, like, I do get the appeal, but it's still funny to see. It's still funny to see people, it's to see thirst memes. It's really, I like it. I love it so much. He is, yeah. Gojo is pretty. I haven't seen JJK, but I have seen what Gojo looks like, and yeah, he is quite handsome. Plus, he's voiced by one of my favorite voice actors of all time. So if that says anything, it says anything. Yeah. Man.
No more.
No! Dang it! Frick. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. God. Oh, not that. This one. There we go. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I've always been more of a magical girl person than anything. An idol and magical girl person specifically. Like, I already said this before, but it needs to be said again. The jewels look edible. Yes, it does. Yeah, I would eat these jewels. I would eat these jewels. I would. I absolutely would. They look like little candy pieces! They look like little candy pieces! I remember, like, back in 2023, there was like a limited screening for like a movie that was based on one of the Idol anime that I really liked when I was a freshman in high school. And when I was specifically in high school, and I remember, like, when I got an Uber ride home, when I got an Uber ride home, cause like the buses were just not there by the time the movie was done. When I got an Uber ride home, I was talking about the movie to the Uber driver, and I was a bit too shy to say what the movie was, and I was a bit too shy to say what the movie was. So they just assumed that I was talking about Puss in Boots. I mean, if I were to watch Puss in Boots, why would I be going several miles to this one specific theater to watch it? Silly. Yep, classic silly Hannah. Silly Hannah sipping over idols again. God damn it! But Jewel eating ASMR one. That would be so funny. That would be so funny, but I can't. Okay. I like watching ASMR specifically of VTubers doing it, but like if there's eating involved, I just can't watch it. My misophonia could never. My misophonia could never. But that's a really funny idea, and honestly, that would be the one kind of eating ASMR that I would actually sit through. You know which virtual idol I sip over? Mori collab. Yes! Mori's so cool. Mori's so cool. You ain't alone on that one. I'm over here, head over heels for Suisei. Yes! I like Suisei so much. I don't really simp over her, but she's still super cool. And yeah, I would consider myself to be a stargazer, actually, because I listen to a lot of Suisei songs, and they're really nice. And the clips that I saw of her were just absolutely funny. And I could go on and on about my trash waifu takes! Oh my god! Trash waifu takes! trash waifu. I don't think you have trash waifu take. Follow Hoshiomi? Yes! Yes! I would say so myself. Yeah, and like the reason why I said Stargazer is because that's like the English translation of Suisei's fan name. Mukbangs aren't your thing. You know what's funny? A few years ago, I actually collabed with a good friend of mine, and we both sat through mukbangs together, and it was so funny. We sat through like these brain rot mukbangs. I just associate the word mukbang with with those brain rot content farm videos. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. God. Oh man. Before, what's mukbang? After, god dang it! Yes! Really? I'm over here thinking that Hajime Owari and Aki Tsukino are hotter than someone like Miku and Rouge. Miku isn't even hot. Like, I didn't even have a thing for her when I was a preteen, when I was in my peak Vocaloid obsession. I was like, I was completely head over heels for Kaito though. Fuck yeah. Kaito, my boy! Okay. I'm looking up Hajime Owari because I want to see an image of them. Oh my god. She looks so cute. I like that. Aww. Aww! Aww! I like that! You're thinking that Pauline is hotter than Rosalina. That's because Pauline is hotter than Rosalina. Like, Rosalina's cool, but Pauline though. I'm head over heels for Gakubo. Yes! Base take! I was obsessed with Gakubo as well. Like, I had a crush on both Kaito and Gakubo. Like, when I was in high school, not high school, I was in middle school when this happened. I had like this scarf that was gifted to me by my grandma, and like, I would tie it to my waist so that it looked like, so that it would look like, Gakupo's belt, and I would just like LARP as Gakupo at my school. It was so funny and cringe, and I love it. I love cringe. The stuff I did in the stuff I did in middle school was just so cringe in a good way. Like, by the time I was 12, I really And in fact, my hottest take, I love Eggman. Yes! Hell yeah! Eggman is so awesome. Like there's a whole reason why I had like 3 sessions of me trying to play all the Grand Prix and and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. It's because I wanted to get Eggman. That was specifically why. Super Sonico, one of the waifus that made me question things about my sexuality. Yes, Sonico is so cute. Sonico is so cute. I feel like I actually, since you mentioned it, like, how you were talking about, like, the waifus that questioned your sexuality, you want to know what made me question my sexuality when I was in middle school? The freaking teacher from Hidamari's sketch. I thought she was so pretty and attractive, and like the outfits that she wore, like, in class, it was just so nice. You and I both want to get a load of this. Hell yeah. And like I didn't even realize I was questioning my sexuality back then. I just thought it was completely normal for girls to think about girls in that way. Maybe I didn't even realize that I was thinking of them in that way. It was probably just like a thought back in my head.
Good.
Whoa. Wowee!
Level complete.
Wait, you're talking about Yoshinoya Sensei? Yes, I am! Hell yes! Finally, somebody who knows what the fuck I'm talking about! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Let's go! Woohoo! When I remember this one time when I was a preteen, I tried typing key smashes in Google Translate to see like what language it would come up with.
No more moves.
Oh. Feel like I have to go to bed, so thank you. Good night. All right, see you later, Ava. It was nice talking with you. And speaking of, it has been a bit since I started stream, so I might as well end it here. It was really, really fun to just talk with you guys again. I really miss doing that. And yeah, I'll definitely see you guys on Thursday when I do the Hololive Karaoke! Yahoo! All right. I will see you guys then.